In a distant galaxy far from the reach of Earth's telescopes, a group of highly advanced aliens lived on a planet called Australis. These Australians had long mastered the secrets of space travel and lived in harmony with their environment. Curiosity about the vast universe led them to discover Earth, a planet brimming with life but plagued by turmoil. They decided to visit Earth, eager to learn about its inhabitants and their ways. Their journey took them to several major countries: the United States, Australia, Canada, England, India, and Brazil. What they found left them both fascinated and deeply concerned. In the United States, the Australians observed a society torn apart by division. People were often mean to each other, driven by politics, race, and economic disparity. The Australians were saddened by the sight of homeless people living in the streets while others lived in opulence. The environment suffered from pollution, and the nation's obsession with consumerism left a trail of waste and destruction. Australia presented a stark contrast between natural beauty and environmental neglect. The Australians marveled at the unique wildlife and stunning landscapes, but they were dismayed by the severe bushfires, a consequence of climate change. The treatment of indigenous communities further troubled them, highlighting the long-standing issues of inequality and injustice. In Canada, the Australians found a nation proud of its diversity and natural resources. However, they also saw the consequences of resource exploitation. Forests were being cut down at an alarming rate, and oil sands projects scarred the landscape. The societal pressures and high cost of living left many people stressed and unhappy, contradicting the country's image of peace and prosperity. England, with its rich history and cultural heritage, showed the Australians the complexities of modern urban life. They witnessed a society grappling with issues like poverty, political unrest, and a struggling healthcare system. The old and the new clashed, and the Australians felt the tension between preserving tradition and embracing progress. India, vibrant and diverse, revealed the stark contrast within its society. The Australians saw incredible wealth and devastating poverty existing side by side. They were struck by the pollution in the rivers and cities and the challenges faced by millions living in slums. Yet they also admired the resilience and spirituality of the people, even in the face of such adversity. When the Australians arrived in Brazil, they experienced something different. They found a country full of life and energy. Despite its own challenges, Brazil seemed to possess a unique spirit. People were friendly and warm, and the Australians were struck by the sense of community and joy they encountered, particularly in the favelas and during vibrant festivals. The natural beauty of the Amazon rainforest and the efforts to preserve it gave them hope. After their travels, the Australians convened to discuss their findings. They were deeply troubled by the widespread issues they had seen on Earth: the meanness and division, the environmental destruction, and the pervasive unhappiness. Yet the warmth and resilience they found in Brazil suggested that hope was not lost. As they prepared to leave Earth, they pondered what they had learned. The planet was beautiful and full of potential, but humanity's path was fraught with peril. As the Australians prepared for departure, their hearts were heavy. The beauty of Earth and its inhabitants resonated deeply with them, but the challenges they witnessed were overwhelming. In a moment of collective resolve, they chose not to turn their backs. The Australians, deeply moved by their observations, decided to intervene. Their first step was a bold one. They revealed themselves not to the public, but to the leaders of the world. The shock was palpable, but so was the awe. The Australians were beings of peace and wisdom, their advanced civilization a testament to what humanity could aspire to. Next, they shared their advanced technology and knowledge, gifts that could help Earth to mend its wounds. They revealed ways to harness clean energy, methods to heal the environment, and strategies to foster peace and cooperation among nations. But the Australians didn't stop at sharing their science. They also shared their philosophy, their deep respect for all life and the universe that sustains it. They encouraged unity, environmental preservation, and equality, values that had allowed their own society to thrive. As they finally departed, leaving Earth to its newly enlightened stewards, the Australians looked back one last time. Their intervention had sparked a new era of hope and progress. As the blue planet receded in the distance, they left with a sense of accomplishment and a hope that humanity would rise to the occasion. With the Australians' help, Earth began to transform. Their advanced technology was a beacon of light in the darkness, a clarion call to action that could no longer be ignored. Clean energy sources replaced fossil fuels, healing the planet from the scars of past mistakes. Fresh water was no longer a luxury but a right, accessible to all, no matter where they lived. Societal changes were just as profound. The Australians' philosophy of unity and equality began to permeate every corner of the globe. Barriers of race, religion, and nationality began to crumble, replaced by an understanding that we are all inhabitants of the same planet, all children of the same universe. With these changes, the world started to heal and thrive. Forests grew back, animals returned, and the air and water became cleaner day by day. Cities were no longer concrete jungles, but harmonious blends of nature and technology, places where people could live and thrive without harming the planet. The Earth was on a path to becoming a better place for all its inhabitants. The Australians' intervention had sparked a revolution of the mind and heart, a transformation that was only just beginning. And as the world's leaders looked to the stars, they couldn't help but feel a profound sense of gratitude for the Australians' intervention and the promise of a brighter future for Earth. Having set Earth on a new path, the Australians decided it was time to leave. Their mission was complete, their purpose fulfilled. The farewell was tinged with both sadness and joy. Sadness for the parting of newfound friends, and joy for the bright future that lay ahead. The Australians left behind a beacon, a symbol of their enduring bond with Earth. This beacon was more than just a piece of advanced technology. It was a promise, a commitment that when Earth was ready, they could reach out and re-establish contact. As the Australian spacecraft rose into the sky, a hush fell over the watching crowd. People from all walks of life, from every corner of the Earth, watched as the Australians embarked on their journey back to Australis. It was a moment of unity, a moment of shared hope and optimism, the likes of which the Earth had never seen before. As the Australian ship disappeared into the star-studded expanse of the cosmos, Earth was a different place. It was no longer a planet on the brink of self-destruction, but a world filled with hope and promise. The Australians' departure marked the end of an era and the beginning of a new one, an era where Earth was not just a lonely planet in the vast universe, but a part of a larger interconnected cosmic community. The transformation was complete, and the future was bright. The Australians had left, but their legacy would live on, a beacon of hope in a world reborn. In the years that followed the Australians' departure, Earth continued to grow and evolve. The damage inflicted upon the planet began to heal. The forests grew thicker, the oceans cleaner, the air purer. Societies, once divided by borders and ideologies, became more harmonious. The beacon left by the Australians stood tall and proud, a shining monument amidst this resurgence. It was a symbol of hope, of unity, and of the promise of a future amongst the stars. People from all walks of life, from every corner of the world, looked upon it with a sense of longing and anticipation. They looked forward to the day when they could reach out to their cosmic neighbors, to the day when they could truly join the interstellar community. It was a time of growth, of healing, and of hope. The Australian chronicles had ended, but the story of the new Earth was just beginning. It was a story of resilience, of unity, and of an enduring hope for a brighter future. The Australians may have left, but their legacy lived on. Earth was no longer a lonely planet in the vast universe, but a part of a larger, interconnected cosmic community. The transformation was complete, and the future was bright. The Australians had left, but their legacy would live on, a beacon of hope in a world reborn.